Sewing for kids is easy and fun. If you want to learn how to make dresses, jumpers, rompers, turban, hairband, and so on for your kids, this is the right channel for you. My name is Ife. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how I made this dress. So if you want to see how I achieved making this dress, please guys keep watching my video and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys in the tutorial. Okay, so I've already cut out the body's pattern, and this is what I cut. I cut the lining as well as the down part, the gathered parts where I'm going to be using. So from that place to that place, I measured, I think, 12 inches. That's for the skirt part of the dress. So that is what I'm showing you now. So you guys should watch my video of how I drafted the pattern. This is the lining as well. The lining is shorter than the main fabric, and I'm going to be using this ribbon. The stripe is 4. I think I cut into let's see, I think it's 20 something inches, or it depends on how long you want it. So I cut 4 of that. And the next thing I'm going to be doing here is for the front bodies, for the front part. So I'm just going to place my material, the main material, and place that ribbon there before the armhole. I'm not gonna place it from the side. I'm just going to shift it a bit, like half an inch. Can you see what I did? Then I'm going to um sew it down like so, as illustrated. So I'm just going to sew the armhole as well all the way down, and do the same thing to the back part. So I'm going to my machine now to show you how I actually achieved this. So I'm just going to leave that half-inch space, then shift my ribbon upwards. I'll do the same thing to the other side, place my lining, and sew half an inch all the way down like that. So you guys should sew it down, then place the second ribbon as well in like that, push it out a bit, then sew all the way down. Then the next thing I'll do is to sew the armhole. So I'm trying to close the armhole with the lining as well. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as well. Just make sure that your ribbon is coming out a bit, so it won't be fraying when you are putting it on, when you are tying it. So I'm just going to stitch the armhole there as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to trim it off a bit, just a bit, not too much, so it won't frill and notch my where I stitched, so it will be easy for me to turn. That is what I'm doing here. So you can see how clean it looks now. You can see the armhole, you can see the sleeves, you can see the ribbon, and that's how I achieved that. Next thing is to do the back side of the dress the same way. So I'm just going to repeat the same process for the back where the zipper is. So I'm just going to stitch it down as well. So that is what I'm trying to achieve here. So yeah, so but before that, I'm not going to stitch it all the way down. I'm going to leave 1 inch for the zipper allowance, because I'm using the lining to cover the zip. So that's what I'm doing. So I left 1 inch by the zipper allowance side. Then I stitched the armhole too. So I'm just gonna notch now. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side of the back side of the bodies part, of the bodies rather. So I'm done doing that, and I've pressed it with my iron. Then the next thing is to place the back to the front, then open it up, lining to lining, main fabric to main fabric. Make sure it's equal in the middle, like as seen. Then the allowance I left for this dress is 1 inch allowance, so I'm just going to stitch it all the way down 1 inch. You can use 1.5 like I said, but I use 1 inch for my own allowance, which works perfectly well for me. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as well. That's the back. I'm joining the back to the front. So I'm doing the same thing, the same process. Place it in the middle, stitch it all the way down 1 inch. That's my sewing allowance. So yeah, so you guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please encourage me by subscribing, like my video, give me a thumbs up please, and share as well. Thank you so much guys. So the next thing, after doing that, next thing I'm going to do is I'll just go and press it, then show you how it looks like. So this is how clean it looks like. You can see I've joined the front with the back. You can see the ribbon as well to tie it. So this is the skirt part of the dress. I'm just gonna make gathers, so I'm going to do this pulling method. This is not toe, so I have to do the pulling method, to get the perfect gathering. So I'll just stitch it all the way down. Please don't use the regular stitch, but make it like very free so that you'll be able to pull the thread, the tension of the thread on the machine. Just make it free so that you'll be able to pull the thread. So I'm going to make two stitches. I'm going to run two stitches down by the waistline. That's what I'm doing, so that it won't, when I'm pulling it, it's not going to, I mean, the thread is not going to snap, rather. Yeah. So that is what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm just stitching the second part all the way down. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pull out my gathers. So I'm taking the back thread of what I stitched, the back thread, the two, can you see? Then I'm going to pull it. I'm just going to pull it all the way down like that to fit the waistline with the bodies. It has to be equal with the bodies, the waistline of the bodies as well. So I'm just going to adjust that. So I'm done doing that. Sorry, I'm done doing that. So I'm going to place the front parts to the front parts, then stitch it all the way down as well. Please make sure you stitch in the middle of that two lines. Don't stitch on top of the first one or the second one. Just stitch in the middle as seen. I'm just trying to explain, illustrating and showing you how to do that. So just stitch in the middle, because the second thread, the second stitch that we made, we are going to pull it out later on. So the second one is just for a guide and not for it to snap when pulling it. So yeah, so I'm stitching it in the middle as seen. Yeah, so you guys should please like my video, share, comment, subscribe. Please just encourage me, please. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate it, because it's so much effort, doing a video. Yeah, so it's so much effort and time consuming and all of that. So I'm done doing that now. The next thing is to place my lining. The lining, I'm just gonna pleat it over. The way I made my ball dress, the ball dress I made for just follow that exact thing. It's about the same process. Yeah, so I'm done fixing the line. You can see how clean it is. It looks really neat from the inside. So next thing I'm going to do is to just fix my zipper. I'm taking the main fabric and I'm just gonna stitch 1 inch all the way down, then fix my zipper. In another video, I'm going to show you how I actually fix my zipper on all my dresses. So the next thing is to pull out the thread, and this is how my dress turned out to be. You can see how beautiful, that color, man, is popping. So this is the inside of my dress. You can see how clean and neat it is. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.